Have you ever looked at a Roman tombstone, saw all of the Latin on it, and wondered what it means, or how you can read it? I want to teach you very quickly because it all follows the same pattern anyway. Now, the first thing you'll probably see at the top is D and M. This is Latin shorthand because, the more letters, the more expensive the tombstone is. The D stands for dis, D-I-S, the M for manibus, and it means to the manes, literally, or to the spirits of the departed. So basically, they're saying to the ghosts or the spirits of who is buried here. Then after that, they'll have the person's name, pretty standard today. Sometimes, if they have a really common name like Gaius, Sextus, Marcus, they'll just use a letter, again, for cheapness. And then after this, it kind of depends on the person that's buried there. If they were soldier, they would have their rank or their voting tribe or just their place of origin. And after that, they'll have their age in Roman numerals, and it will say something like annos after it because that's years. You do find ones where it just says, 6 months or something. It will say that as 6 months, not like half a year or something like that. Sometimes they'll have stuff about their family, was married to this person, is the son or the daughter of this person, which was just another way for the Romans to keep their family, tradition, heritage alive, which is very important to them. And then sometimes, because tombstones were and continue to still be are expensive, it would say FC, which is an abbreviation of the English set this up. And then it would say who paid for the tombstone, because if you spend a lot of money on something, the Romans would want to know who spent the money on it. So this is a completely made up one, but you could have one that says to the spirits of the departed, this is Julia, the daughter of Pompey, and the husband of Gaius. Her son, Keith, set this up. And that's a pretty common thing. However, sometimes it's not just the words that you need to look for if you want to develop an idea of the person that's buried. Tradesmen, especially if they were freedmen, would have a symbol of what their trade was. You have carpenters with carpentry tools, you'll have architects with compasses, and that is because they were proud of the work that they did, especially if they were freed due to how good their work was, or because their work after they were freed allowed them to live. Sometimes soldiers would have bows and arrows, or swords and shields, or hunters would have that as well. Perhaps even gladiators. I don't know, I haven't actually looked up a gladiator tomb before, but I assume it has some kind of